Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. I hope you guys are all doing well today. There is, in fact, a lot of things I want to talk about Bitcoin. Okay, there is, in fact, a fair few Bitcoin charts as usual that I want to show you guys. And Bitcoin is truly ready to reach new highs. I really do believe Bitcoin is ready to reach, $100,000 and over. I've been telling you guys many times that most likely towards the end of this year in 2024, we will in fact see Bitcoin, okay, at a new high at six figures, okay, at least at 100K or over $100,000. And I really do believe 2025, we're going to see Bitcoin reach even higher than 100K because we know in 2025, okay, that's going to be some amazing times for Bitcoin and crypto, right? Pretty much majority of that time, okay, next year, 2025, will obviously be in a bull run, right? So Bitcoin, okay, is going to absolutely skyrocket, and there is, in fact, a fair few, charts that I do want to show you guys that Bitcoin is ready to reach new highs, and Bitcoin is on the road to reaching at least $250,000. Okay, it really is. So that's exactly what I want to talk about for today's video. But let me just give you guys a quick little update on what is happening with Bitcoin right now. So Bitcoin right now trading at $67,000. Okay, now we actually saw Bitcoin pump up to $67,000, over 67K, okay, 67,300, right, just yesterday. So it pumped right to $67,000, and today, right, Bitcoin is still holding very strong at this level of $67,000. So if we go to the 1 hour time frame, you guys can just clearly see ever since we had that pump yesterday, Bitcoin today is pretty much continuing to consolidate at this level. Okay, so Bitcoin right now holding very strong at $67,000. Now the crypto market today is not really moving. Okay, slightly moving. The market today is up slightly, 0.45%, and the global crypto market cap is now at 2.44 trillion, right? So it's looking amazing for the global crypto market cap. And for the past 24 hours, we're not seeing huge movements, okay, for Bitcoin or Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum though, okay, very exciting times right now for Ethereum, especially with the Ethereum ETFs about to trade very soon. And Ethereum right now is holding at $3,500. And I really do believe, Ethereum has obviously, huge potential, in the next upcoming bull market, right? It really does. Okay, and I really do believe we're going to see at least a 10K Ethereum, okay, for sure. But altcoins today are not really moving. You guys can clearly see that, right? For the past 24 hours, we're not seeing huge movements right now for any altcoins, okay? But obviously for the past, few days, for the past week, a lot of altcoins have in fact been pumping, right? But today, altcoins are not really moving, okay? You guys can just clearly see that. We're not seeing huge movements today for altcoins. So everything today is sort of boring, right? Everything's holding very steadily, right? It really is. But understand, guys, for the past few days, we have in fact been seeing Bitcoin pumping and of course altcoins pumping. So it's understandable why today, okay, everything's taking a little breather, right? Let everything breathe, guys, right? Everything has been pumping like crazy. Now, the FinGreed index is now at 74. Okay, so the sentiment has changed because remember, guys, a couple of days ago, just last week, we actually saw this in fear mode. You guys can just clearly see that, right? 33. Now, at one point, it was actually in extreme fear mode. Okay, so it just shows you guys, the FinGreed index, the sentiment can really change. It can quickly change like crazy because right now it's back at 74 in greed mode, right? So it seems like, okay, a lot of people out there are in fact feeling more greedy right now for Bitcoin or crypto, obviously, right? Because Bitcoin has been pumping and altcoins has been pumping as well for the past few days, right? And, July, I told you guys this, right? Usually July is a very bullish month for Bitcoin. And you guys can just clearly see right now it is back in the greens. Because remember, guys, okay, early July, okay, a couple of weeks back, like 2 weeks ago, it was in the reds, right? We actually saw Bitcoin down like over 12% at one point. It was down 12%, and now you just clearly see 2 weeks later, okay, a couple of weeks later, is now up 6.6%, almost 7% so far for this month of July. Okay, so everything's switching on right now for Bitcoin, right? This is turning out to be a pretty decent month for Bitcoin and a very bullish month for Bitcoin, right? So we are still, okay, only, 21 days into this month. So we still have over a week left into this month. So we will see, okay, if Bitcoin can continue to pump. And I really do believe it can, right? I do see Bitcoin reaching back up to its previous highs. Its recent all-time highs above $73,000, and of course a new high very, very soon. Now, very exciting times. Okay, the next upcoming few days, guys. Okay, the world's largest Bitcoin conference is only 5 days away. So, the next Bitcoin conference is in Nashville. Okay, and there's a lot of people, okay, that will, be going to this conference and talking about Bitcoin. There's going to be, a lot of people with big names that are in fact in the Bitcoin space. Like we know Cathie Wood, we know Michael Saylor, many more other people. But what we are truly, truly wanting to know, okay, and what we want to hear is Donald Trump. What Donald Trump has to say about Bitcoin. Okay, and if, Donald Trump says something crazy, okay, about Bitcoin, obviously the price of Bitcoin will skyrocket. I am personally very, very curious on what Donald Trump has to say about Bitcoin. And I'm pretty sure you guys, okay, I'm pretty sure we are all, curious on what Donald Trump has to say about Bitcoin. So yes, Donald Trump himself, he is in fact still attending this Bitcoin conference in Nashville in July 25th to the 27th. So that is, the next upcoming few days. So very, very exciting times, guys. Okay, it really, really is. I'm very curious on what, Donald Trump has to say about Bitcoin, right? So we will see, guys. Very exciting times ahead for Bitcoin. Okay, it really, really is. Now let's get into these Bitcoin charts, starting off with this one from Titan of Crypto, showing us here that Bitcoin V-shaped recovery in progress. So you have to just clearly see, okay, it seems like looking at this chart, right, this V-shaped recovery pattern, Bitcoin is ready to reach back up to its recent all-time highs, okay, above $73,000, and it seems like it's ready to reach a new high above $73,000. Okay, and obviously if we see Bitcoin, okay, going even higher, reaching 74K, then obviously it is at a new all-time high, right? So it seems like, okay, Bitcoin is slowly bouncing back up from this. You have to clearly see this V-shaped pattern, right? It is in fact forming right now for Bitcoin. So far, Bitcoin is looking very, very bullish. Okay, now obviously if it breaks this resistance line, then it will continue higher. Okay, and that's when things are going to really kick off for Bitcoin, and for sure Bitcoin's going to be reaching a new high, right? So it's looking very, very bullish right now for Bitcoin. Okay, it really, really is. Now understand, guys, Bitcoin holding strong right now. Okay, the fourth cycle is in fact about to begin, and Bitcoin is ready to reach new highs. Okay, you also just clearly see that from this pattern. Okay, from this chart, you also just clearly see Bitcoin, okay, has in fact been forming this uptrend, and it will continue on to the upside. Once we see Bitcoin breaking, above $73,000, and of course, breaking over $74,000, that's when things are going to really kick off for Bitcoin, and it's going to continue to reach new highs, right? It's going to go from 74K to, 75K to 78 to 80 and over, right? It's going to keep continuing to rise. Nothing right now can stop Bitcoin. Understand that, guys, right? So very exciting, times ahead for Bitcoin. Now, yes, the Bitcoin halving effect is about to kick in. Okay, so remember, guys, we just had the Bitcoin halving event a couple months back, right? Back in April this year, 2024, right? Back in April, to be, Pacific, 20th of April, we had the fourth Bitcoin halving event, right? And we know, guys, okay, every single time we have a Bitcoin halving event, that's when a real bull run begins for Bitcoin. And you guys can just clearly see, right? Our fourth Bitcoin halving event did in fact occur. And ever since, we didn't see Bitcoin pump. You also just clearly see that, right? Bitcoin didn't really show big moves, right? Ever since, we had the fourth Bitcoin halving event, but it's going to happen. Okay, it's about to happen, guys. Understand, if you look at previous times, our first halving, our second halving, even our third halving, yeah, we saw Bitcoin pump right after it. But understand, if you look very closely, okay, we didn't see Bitcoin pump straight away. Okay, once the Bitcoin halving event happened, right? Right after it, it didn't pump straight away. You know what I mean? It took a few weeks' time, even a few months' time. And that is exactly what Bitcoin is doing right now. Okay, but understand, okay, the bull run is in fact about to kick in. So prepare yourselves for that, you guys. Okay, and yes, Bitcoin $250,000. Okay, this chart is just showing guys that it is very, very possible for Bitcoin to reach $250,000. Now, personally, I really do believe Bitcoin is on the road. Okay, especially next year in 2025, just like with this chart is in fact showing us here that Bitcoin is ready to reach over $250,000. Okay, now these are just all predictions here. Okay, and I'm really curious. Let me know in the comments down below, guys. What is your price prediction for Bitcoin? Where do you guys see the top for Bitcoin in the next upcoming bull run / bull market? Let me know in the comments down below. Personally, I think 100k is possible, 150 to 180 to even 200k to over 200k, 250k is possible. Okay, and 300k, I still think that is very, very possible as well. All these price targets that I just mentioned, I really do believe Bitcoin has huge potential to reach, next year in 2025, most likely towards the end of the year in 2025. We'll in fact see Bitcoin reaching these price targets, right? So I really do believe Bitcoin is on the road to $250,000, guys. Okay, so prepare yourselves for that. Okay, prepare yourselves for what is truly coming for Bitcoin. Okay, so that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. Bitcoin today, holding very, very strong at $67,000, just like where it was yesterday. I will, obviously keep you guys updated on what's going to happen with Bitcoin, so stay tuned for that. But on that, guys, if you guys haven't seen yesterday's video, even the day before that, you should definitely check it out. Very, very interesting videos, so I would really appreciate it, okay, if you guys could check out those videos. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Give a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.